Oh my god, I don't have a tabard on this here. Time to go buy a random guild tabard.
Woo! Oh boy. Yeah, that'll work.
I have many lucky doos. You like? Oh yeah, it's mastery for prop allies is fucking dog shit.
Where are you,
No,
Andalon?
it's even worse for brewmasters.
It's useless without a paladin in your group.
I mean, you're trolling if you don't have a paladin.
Here, Joey, I'm gonna cast Consecrate for you. There you go, stand in that. That's DR for you, buddy.
Holy
there you go.
Fuck. I'm
So
he's
tanky. Popping off. He's so tanky.
Whew. As if stagger wasn't enough.
Honestly, if Consecration gave DR to anybody standing in it, then we could rap about it.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, I agree.
Although then Paladin would be even stupider, so...
It would also be on like a 2-minute cooldown, so I don't know if you'd want that.
Alright, thoughts and opinions on Ashen Hollow doubling your mastery during the duration?
Mediocre.
You mean like the VAT, like counting as a consecrate?
Essentially, but for all specs. So it would increase your healing as Age Paladin due to proximity. It would increase your holy damage as Ret.
Oh, you mean for all Paladin specs?
Yeah, all Paladin specs.
I thought you meant for everybody, and I was like, I think that's dumb.
No.
Can I get a portal?
Where do you...
all right, put down your Ashen. We're killing the boss.
What the hell? I'm little C. I love it. Who did this?
One portal, please.
Who did what?
The forest. Look, watch. You would see our XT. Now watch. There's even more mini XTs.
I wish you could like do the special and start ground pounding.
Yeah, I wish they would go. Oh, I don't want to play with my toys anymore, or whatever he says.
What the fuck?
Up that like crate, you know the. Oh, you broke it!
Wait, stop running. Wait, you still have Villa Remornia out.
Oh.
Miles has his own out, I think.
Hey, my mic working?
Yeah.
Okay. Could I get a
Can you
portal?
give Miles a portal to Orbos, please? Come on.
Yes. Oh, look at his cast animation.
Oh, that's adorable.
I like it. It's like
busy losing his shit.
Yeah, he's like, come up for
Just
your
kinda just
mammogram, please.
Oh my god. All right. Well, thanks for the food.
Damn. We've been scammed.
Yeah.
See, look, Inri's getting one.
I'm gonna dip out of the group. I'll be around.
Yep. Okay.
Thanks,
Good
Miles.
plan.
Yep, thank you.
We appreciate you.
Get
I
flask,
appreciate all of you. Go get them, champs.
Even me?
Especially you.
Thanks, Miles.
Holy shit.
Someone click the feast, click the portal.
Oh,
Oh yeah, where the hell's the feast?
I clicked the portal instead of the feast.
Come summon these
Oh
people.
my god.
I'm gonna blame Indolin.
It's not even close, you guys.
My camera's max.
You guys know you can't focus a feast?
That's bullshit.
Can you
That's
focus
kind of
the
weird,
cauldron?
actually.
Wait, did you guys see they fixed the tooltip?
True. We need another summon stone. You can put it in there.
Can you
Make sure
focus
you get a-
cauldrons?
Make sure you get a flask, guys. Or
What
a
about-
second flask or whatever.
What about guild chest?
Steve Vantis. Do you haven't already? I didn't look.
Oh.
Dude, who's listening to the smooth piano music? It's very calming.
I love this. I just want to be this robot the whole time.
That can be
Alright.
arranged.
Everybody's here.
Oils and armor kits.
Why?
So we're gonna kill it tonight. Come
Not
on.
that. I was life gripped by someone.
Can I get mage food?
I guess.
Jesus.
It was summoned earlier.
Hey, make sure you check your kick orders.
Bless you.
5、4、3、2、1。
You will answer for your arrogance. Pain cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter.
Yep.
Blood Price.
Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
I get buffs.
I'll carve them into pieces.
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity
Three
will
slime.
cost you everything.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
I'll carve them into pieces. Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter.
Really high one in the back.
Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain
Cleansing pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter.
I went in the front.
Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
March of the
Time
Tempest.
you remember your place, mortals.
Not even close.
Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end.
buff.
Burden of Sin.
Yeah. Rebuff for Kitsu again. Thank you.
Yeah, you got intellect. What the hell?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't think he needs that one, but he got it. Okay, make sure we're getting kicks.
Crimson Kabbalist.
Remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking
Scream
Pain.
for me.
There's one on skull. Watch your feet. Alright, die. 1 and 4 on skull. Make sure that you're. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I had the wrong person in the note, but. Steve, you missed your first one, by the way.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hit it. It misses select targets for some reason.
I'm guessing I was supposed to be before.
Oh, would you switch
No,
my...
it's supposed to be Dimple. I just,
Oh.
yeah.
So the thing pops up for me?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, those first fucking Night Hunters are so crazy.
Yeah.
The one went off, and then the 2 went off like 3 seconds after. That's so weird.
I got jebaited by
Good
that.
game.
Yeah, it does.
That's what happens when we get the big cast lag.
Small indie company.
Fucked up, man.
It's world lag. It's
Your world
Yeah,
lag,
I
Casey.
got a several.
felt better that time, I guess. It just seemed like we had a lot more ads. Yeah, somebody has like something
It's
going on in
Artemis.
the background. Artemis, can you?
Come on, it's so soothing.
Yeah, it is you, Artemis.
I was digging it.
It would have been nice if it was like constant, you know. But like the 1 second here and there was like.
No, Constant's a Kyrian.
I keep trying to figure out where I know it from or something like that. Like,
Yeah, random piano sounds. Dude, that sounds familiar.
D chord. Oh, I know that one.
Everybody knows the D chord.
Gammon, will save us.
Go, shi, san, ni, ich.
Let your
Burden of
penance
sin.
begin.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they
Burden of
consume.
sin. Night hunt.
Yeah.
Blood price.
Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Cleansing pain.
Cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night hunter. Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night hunter. Blood price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter.
Make sure we finish those.
Command.
Remonia,
Ravage.
exterminate
Ravage.
this vermin.
I'll splatter them across your walls. Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter.
Everything in the
Blood price.
Don't take this until
Your
after, I
hubris
guess.
amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain
Cleansing pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Command.
Remonia,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
March
it
of
is
the
time
Penitent.
you remembered your place, Morpheus.
them into itty-bitty pieces.
Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a
Burden of sin.
merciful end.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me!
There's one
Crescendo.
uncross. Watch
Yeah,
your
it's my
feet.
fault.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me! Shadows consume
Brand of
you!
destruction.
Out. Couldn't die.
Crescendo. Racking
Scream
pain.
for me!
Command.
Remonia,
Massacre.
carve screams from their flesh. Your rebellion is at an end.
Would have been okay, I think, if we didn't get the silence. We were just like a tiny bit off on whatever her name is.
I have many wares. Many farewells.
This meeting of the Assembly of Iron is adjourned!
Endorel, a Numenor.
Second chance to carve your skull!
Shout one person was missing it.
Fortitude.
Shi. Sang. Ni. Ich.
Let your
Burden of
penance
sin.
begin.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they
Burden of sin. Night Hunter. Blood price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they
Burden of sin. Night Hunter.
One full one in the back. I went back in, I think.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin. Pain cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Night Hunter.
There's someone's in the back.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
exterminate
Ravage.
this vermin.
To provide a worthy challenge.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter.
One's still in the back.
Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Night Hunter.
Jason might need something.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
March
It
of
is
the
time
Penitent.
you remembered your place, Morris.
Carve them into
Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you
Burden
a
of sin.
merciful end.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking Pain.
Cut you down.
Your feet.
Shenda. Racking Pain.
Cut you down.
Getting gripped here.
You will perish
Shenda
together.
Shout.
Destruction. Impale.
I could use him.
Ooh.
Racking
Scream
Pain.
for me.
Health bodies
Idiot.
beyond Bloomville.
Massacre these whelps.
Racking Pain.
Cut you down. You
Wrangle.
will perish
Hand of
together.
Destruction.
One through.
Crimson
Impels.
is ended.
And die, I guess. Just die.
Racking Pain.
Cut you down.
Racking Pain.
Your
Are we
rebellion
missing somebody on
is at an end.
Sincere? Or did somebody get...
We don't have plagues, so should we have some?
Oh my god, I forgot Flake wasn't here. Jesus. Van, go to Sincere. I didn't realize Flake
Good.
wasn't here.
Going to Sincere?
What?
Yeah, I'm on my way to Sincere.
I said Van.
Yeah.
What?
Ready? You doing all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm alright.
That's good. I'm glad. I was a little worried about you when you said didn't sleep.
Yeah, we make some questionable choices sometimes.
You know.
Endorel, a Numenor.
Go. Shi. Sang. Ni. Ich.
Your pride
Burden
will
of
be
sin.
your downfall. Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they
Burden of sin. Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they
Burden of
consume.
sin. Night Hunter. Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests. Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume you.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter.
I one's in the back. Karen, don't stack with me for this one.
Command.
Okay.
Rid my
You can
castle
stack
of
on
these
tank if you need to
pests.
drop stacks, but I'm down to one.
He doesn't need you no more.
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter.
Think you could win?
Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain
Cleansing pain.
cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin.
I
Night
guess.
Hunter. Burden of sin. Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin.
Burden of sin.
Is at an end.
Were you not able to get that one turned around, or what happened there?
No, I just like zoned out.
Okay.
Got mixed up.
Make sure we're watching out for the Night
Need
Hunter
to change my
crossbows.
talents too.
Yeah, I'm freezing on the first set. But it hasn't
Let's put on a sweater.
I've seen things
too
that would
bad yet,
scare
I guess.
you shellers.
We're still done. Should we like defensive or something on one of these sets to move a cult? Like, I don't know. I'm always low as hell on blood prices and cleansings.
Nature bends to my
If I health potion or something for everyone that I'm low on, I won't have anything for phase 2 or 3.
And
The scariest is generally the very last one.
'Kay.
So if you're in that, I would defensive there.
The last cleansing, correct? Not blood price?
Yeah.
That one I died on the cleansing or on the blood price, but
Well, you
That
get
one
you
has
get glow from the cleansing, and then it goes straight into the blood price, right?
no, I don't think so. Because I'm in the last one, so I only had burden of sin and blood price there, and it killed me. And I was in spiritual. Or I had spiritual, whatever.
Go. 4 3 2 1.
Your pride
Burden
will
of
be
sin.
your downfall.
Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they
Burden of
consume.
sin.
Right.
Night Hunter. Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin.
I have to go early, guys.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
I'll carve them into pieces.
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter.
Win.
Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle of
Ravage.
these pests.
March
It
of
is
the
time
Tenant.
you remembered your place, Mortals.
them into pieces.
Oh
Fall
my.
to me on your knees.
Die.
Surrender, and I will grant you a
Burden of
merciful
sin.
end.
Off.
Just die. I didn't roar because I was looking at the fucking buffs.
We want to do markers
Remove this refuse
Sure.
from
at
my
some point.
sight.
Yeah.
Racking
I
pain.
will cut you down.
Didn't mean to press that. Okay, die.
Racking pain.
The death timer, if you don't die before it hits 0, you get kicked.
You die in real life.
The instance implodes.
May the light give me strength to provide a worthy challenge.
Doesn't matter. You should only die there if you're fucking up. Like,
Yeah, when it
you,
when the
you
lines
can
get fucked
figure
up
out
like that.
parallel lines.
Yeah, when the lines
If
get
they're
fucked up
stacked on
like that,
top
the
of
only
each other, there's
person.
nothing we can do. Like
What?
if they're stacked on top of each other, it's
No, then like 7 people would have died.
a lot of people just only stand at
The
one.
only person that died because he stood in 2 lines.
Okay.
Endorel, a Numenor!
Go, she, sang, me, each.
Let your
Version of
penance
sin.
begin.
Cleansing pain.
Cleanses the soul.
Version of sin. Blood price.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Cleansing pain.
Cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter.
Memoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
Cleansing pain.
Cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Blood price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume
Night Hunter.
I went in the front.
you.
Command.
Memoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
I'll carve them into pieces.
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume
Night Hunter. Blood price.
you. Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Cleansing pain.
Cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter.
Cannot be challenged.
Command.
Memoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of
March of the
time.
Break off when you get to the center.
Mortals.
I'll carve them into
Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a
Burden of
merciful
sin.
end.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove
Yeah, make sure we're getting kick
refuse
swings.
from my sight.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Racking
Watch your
pain.
gun.
Cut you down. You will
Shout.
Hand of destruction. Racking
scream
pain.
for me.
Command.
Memoria,
Massacre.
carve screens from their flesh.
Watch your feet.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Encrypt. Send through.
Destruction.
Remember impales first.
Devoted apostles, handle this filth.
And we're milking Denathrius damage. You don't have to put too much on the Kabbalists.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Primordial,
Massacre.
massacre these
Rack that
whelps.
mirror. Careful that mirror.
Watch your
Racking
feet.
pain.
For me.
Getting gripped.
Shadows consume
Hand of
you.
destruction.
Getting impale.
Impale. Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Strangle. Crimson Kabbalist.
Feast
Feet.
upon these meddlers.
Range, go kill Dustpallow if you're still over here.
Racking Shindo.
Watch your feet.
Command.
Primordial,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps. You will perish
Random
scream for
destruction.
me.
Impales here. Watch your feet.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Feet. Feet.
Command.
Primordial,
Massacre.
That first Kabbalist probably shouldn't die before the racking, otherwise we're just kind of losing damage for
Racking
free.
pain.
cut you down.
FYI.
You will perish
Hand of
together.
destruction.
Move through. Stay by the mirror. Finish these Kabbalists. There's one Kabbalist. Okay, go through. Watch your feet.
I'm not with melee, right? Ranged?
You're with
I
ranged, yes.
showed restraint, even courtesy. Yet you continue to provoke my
Intervene if you have it.
wrath. Very
Shattering
well.
pain.
5 seconds.
You shall have it.
Personals.
Blood price.
You will all die at my
Okay,
feet.
range to X, melee to blue. Healers focus on the people with the actual things, so just bring me the ones that are soak. Plus ranged.
Shattering pain.
Green ranged, yellow melee. Soak. Now we bait after this. So your next one should take you towards
Shattering
Star.
pain.
Ranged on Star, melee on mid, but towards Star. When you see the room go dark,
Sinister
roar from
reflection.
Terran. Wait, don't yell yet. Now. Ranged, go to green. Melee, just go.
I went to the wrong place. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. Rotate and soak. Ranged, go on the walk along the
Shattering pain.
ravage. Melee, walk along the edge.
You are
Okay, it's knockback, and then after that knockback would be the second blood price.
Price.
It would be Miles' shout, or no, Dimble's shout for the blood price, and then
They're in spirit.
either you should use a Hellstone either before or after the knockback or blood price there with the shout. What did you say for whoever died in the melee? It wasn't.
Where? I think I was saying I dropped it in the wrong place.
Yeah, so you can put it anywhere. So you see, like he had like animation in the air, like the dude standing twirling.
Yeah.
Right. Just put it like next to that guy is totally fine. Does that make sense?
Oh, after the first like sinister reflection and then like the ravage after that, do you want like melee to be on the like opposite side of where they were when it started? It's like the opposite side of Star?
You mean like so Are you talking about like after the way after, or like right after the Ravage goes down? So like
after
you just
all
want to
the-
be,
yeah,
you just go like that basically. So
like what?
Like you see where the I guess this red thing isn't like quite the right size, but like so so that's what it should look like. This should be green.
Okay.
Right. And the range
it,
should
got
be the range. If you get the seed, you want to go as far as possible towards green, and then drop them at green, and then the melee, whoever gets it stops early. Basically, it doesn't go all the way and drops it right next to the Ravage pool.
Right on
The
the
rest of the
edge.
melee can just kind of keep rotating around towards getting close to green, and then go so green. Let's the range
Okay.
go off with
So
it.
it's kind of like instead of rotating in like a big circle like we were before, it's kind of more like an oval kind of shape.
Yes, I guess so.
Okay.
Possibly, man. I don't know. It was more like just a. Yeah, so on that one, the melee you want to be going along the outside. The ranger are going to walk along the inside, basically, to soak. I'll drop on the locks. And Rue, remember you only have 10 people, so like you don't have to ramp. Like it doesn't take as long to ramp. Also,
I know I'm
Yeah.
low on mana there, anyways.
yeah, no, I just didn't have it up yet.
No, you're fine. I lost track.
Go, she, sang, ni, ich.
Let your
Version of
penance
sin.
begin. Confess your sins, lest they
Version of sin. Knife hunt. Blood price.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Confess your sins, lest they
Version of
consume.
sin. Knife hunter. Command.
Remoria,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin.
I'll splatter them across your walls.
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Knife hunter.
I one in the back.
Blood price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Knife hunter. Command.
Remoria,
Ravage.
exterminate
Ravage.
this vermin.
I'll splatter them across your walls.
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Knife hunter. Blood price.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
900.
One high with the phone.
Cannot be challenged.
Command.
Tremorian,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
wretched
March of the
time
Penitent.
you remembered your place.
Rebuff him when you get in.
Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you
Burden
a
of sin.
merciful end.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me. You will perish
Hand
together.
of destruction. Impale. Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Command. Massacre.
Tremorian, massacre these whelps.
I can't get over.
Watch your feet.
Racking pain.
Cut you down. Shadows consume
Hand of
you.
destruction.
Run through. Remember impales first.
Crimson
Devoted
Kabbalist.
apostles, handle this filth.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
Feet.
Crescendo. Command.
Tremorian,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Alta Mathrius.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Crescendo.
Shadows consume
Hand of
you.
destruction.
Tails.
Impale. Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
On Rancor. Crimson
Cabal,
Kabbalist.
And just go
feast
finish
upon
spell spawning.
these meddlers.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Command.
Tremorian,
Watch your feet.
massacre these whelps.
Crescendo.
Watch your feet.
Shadows consume
Round
you.
of danger.
Cut you
Through.
down.
Impales. Oh, I need to use a like a Hellstone or something.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
Watch your feet.
Command.
Tremorian,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet. Getting grip.
Shadows consume
Hand of
you.
destruction.
Okay, finish last Kabbalist. Watch your feet. Melee go through.
Have been a patient host. I showed restraint, even courtesy. Yet you continue to provoke my wrath. Very
Shattering pain.
well. You shall have it.
Unsos for the blood price.
Blood price.
None will survive.
Range to X, melee to balloon. Lost.
Brought to
Shattering pain.
Range to green, melee to yellow. Try to practice the bait at least. Soak.
Shattering
You want to get
pain.
knocked here to yellow melee?
You are broken.
Sinister reflection.
I'm Revendreth.
Give an orb, go all the way to green for ranged. Then ranged walk along the ravage to that orb by orange. Melee rock around the outside there.
Rebellion is at an end.
Apparently I can't take the portal during intermission, because then I can't take it
No,
to get
yeah, that's
afterwards.
yeah. You should never take that portal.
How did I die there? What the fuck?
Range, or is that? Or, sorry.
You hit me.
Why are
Who-
you there? What?
I have many ways.
Knocked back towards. And you guys get knocked back further. I don't know why, but we got hit. So
Ah. I was very confused because I was full HP. I just fucking died.
Yeah, it's a one shot, isn't it?
Yes, if you touch somebody.
mhm.
Let's do one thing. Okay, so this is what the room looks like, right? So at the very start, instead of melee being towards star, why don't you guys be towards orange and then get knocked to blue? And that way that shouldn't happen where we knock
It's,
into each other.
that's what I did last poll. It actually worked out pretty well, yeah.
Yeah, so the ranged will be here and the melee will be.
Wait,
It'll be
so
like that.
we're on purple. They're on like orange, right?
We're gonna put them on orange now. Yeah.
I died at like the very beginning of that phase. But
I think you just walked too far forward or something. I don't know.
no, I died at the very edge.
I,
of the fucking...
I saw where you died. I don't know what, like, how exactly it happened, but I saw you die. I don't know, but I'm not sure. Like maybe mid-air you guys collided somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, just do that, and it should kind of make it easier. It's fine. I mean, and range folk, can you go to Dusk Hollow?
Let your
Burden of
penance
sin.
begin.
That's the second melee ad, right?
Second melee ad, yeah. Everything else do the same, but just go to the second melee ad.
Lest they
Burden of sin. Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they
Burden of
curse.
sin. Night Hunter.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
Rid my castle of these pests. Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Pain cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter.
Dremornia,
Ravage.
exterminate
Ravage.
this vermin.
Oh, I'll splatter them across your walls.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. March of the
time
Penitent.
you remembered your place, mortals. Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a
Burden of sin.
merciful end.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking
Scream
King.
for me!
Feet.
Racking
Okay.
King.
For me!
Those 3 and 5 on skull.
Yeah. That's
no.
my fault.
Hand of Destruction.
It's gonna die. Okay, that's a great. Really good phase 1 there. We do phase 1, like, doing phase 1 clean is like really important just to save B reses and shit. We should be doing it that way every time.
Greetings, sir and or ma'am.
Mhm. Like 4 or 5 seconds, I don't know exactly. I don't know. I think there's a DBM timer on it, or Bigwigs or whatever. I can't tell which one it is.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Cody. Thought it might have been something to do with you drinking your potion or something, but I don't know. Okay. Let's get Plague in. Van, go ahead and sit. Should otherwise be the same for everything, so range folks still go to second melee ad. I think that should be a little bit better for killing that. Okay. And yeah, I saw what you guys were. I just watched what you guys were talking about on that Ravage. So yeah, make sure that for the melee group, you're going a little bit like wide to the left is the like on that note. I don't know where the fuck went.
I'm here. Sorry. I missed feast. Just eating.
Yeah, pretty good pulls in the first hour. Let's try to keep that up and get some phase 3. Morning.
Go. 4, 3, 2.
You will answer for your arrogance. Pain cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter. Blood price.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Cleansing pain.
Cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin. Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Night Hunter. Blood price.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Cleansing pain.
Cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin.
Splatter them across your walls.
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Blood price.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter.
Echo in the back.
Cannot be challenged. Grimoria,
Ravage.
exterminate
Ravage.
this
March of the Tide.
Rope will need something.
place mortals.
I'll splatter them across
Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender,
Zen,
and I will
as soon as I'm in,
grant
I
you
can give
a
a blessing
sin.
unless somebody wants to grip them.
3 fortitude when you drop down.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
Okay.
Racking
Watch
pain.
again, we missed a kick.
Shadows consume.
Shout.
Destruction. Impale. Racking
I
pain.
cut you down.
Command.
Grimoria,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
Watch your feet.
You perish
Hand of
together.
destruction.
Impales.
Crimson
Devoted
Kabbalist.
apostles, handle this filth. Scream for me! Memoria! Carve screams from their
Watch your feet.
Scream for me! You will perish together!
Destruction.
Yeah, let's watch your feet. Die.
Racking pain.
For me. Your rebellion is at an end.
And Delano, looks like, did you not have block? Or did you cancel?
Yeah, I used it at the start because I.
Okay. Just make sure that if you don't have block, you get in the barrier.
I was actually looking at someone else's line and not my own, and then I realized I was like moving the wrong.
Yeah, yeah. You just died because you weren't in the barrier. You only died to 2K. Looks like.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels, like you.
The rest is just maskers. Okay. Make sure you grabbed an extra flask, by the way. Where are the melee doing their first soak? Is it right where you're standing, Hunter, or
It's always where I put my
Transcendence?
Transcendence. It's always there because that's like a
Can you guys
marker where
back?
we all recognize.
Can you guys all back up like to here?
There? You want us to be like here?
I think. Well, just to get the ads more concentrated, I think would be better.
Yeah, we can.
Arc
slide
can back up a
just
couple.
real quick.
Well, Arc can back up a couple steps too. Like, you know what I'm saying. Just back everything up a little bit.
Yeah,
so
sure.
More concentrated.
So we can just
I
start
think that'll
like
help
here.
Yeah, I think that'll help a little bit. Just back up where you're starting the poll, basically.
Okay.
I think it'll help a little bit with the killing ads.
Sure.
Go. She.
No, don't stack with us.
No, not stacked with them. I just mean that.
You will answer for your arrogance. Pain cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter. Blood price.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Pain cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter.
Tremonia,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin.
Oh, I'll splatter them across your walls.
Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Night Hunter. Blood price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Night Hunter.
Iwan's still in the front.
Tremonia,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin.
Oh, I'll splatter them across your walls.
Confess your sins, lest they consume
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Confess your sins, lest they consume
Night Hunter. March of the
time
Tenement.
you remember your place.
Ay, Dios mío.
Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and
Burden
I
of
will
sin.
grant you a merciful end.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking
Scream
King.
for me.
Watch your feet.
Racking
Scream
King.
for me. Shadows consume.
Hand of Destruction. Impale. Wrapping Pain.
Cut you down.
Command.
Pick up Linta.
Massacre these whelps.
He's in the middle.
Okay.
Wrapping
Scream
Pain.
for me.
Feet.
You perish
Hand of
together.
Run
Destruction.
through. Impales.
Crimson
Devoted
Kabbalist.
apostles, handle this filth.
Wrapping Pain.
Cut you down.
Bulk Denathrius damage. Watch your feet, don't take that yet.
Massacre these whelps.
Can take now.
Wrapping Pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Crescendo.
Getting gripped.
You will perish
Hand of
together.
Destruction. Wrangle.
Impale.
Wrapping
Scream
Pain.
for
Ay,
me.
shma.
Crimson Kabbalist.
Feast upon
Crescendo.
these
your feet.
meddlers.
Wrapping Pain.
Cut you down.
Command.
Remoria,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps. You will perish.
Random
in
Running
Destruction.
through. Impales right after it comes through. Watch your feet. Oh, what the? Jesus.
Wrapping
Scream
Pain.
for me.
Watch your feet.
Crescendo. Command.
Remoria,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Wrapping
Watch your
Pain.
feet.
Cut you down.
Getting gripped.
Shadows consume.
We'll save the B-res for tanks or something in this last phase. Get ready to move through melee. Move.
I have been a patient.
Remember, melee are going to be on
I
orange to
showed
start.
Restraint, even courtesy. Yet you continue to provoke my wrath. Very
Shattering Pain.
well. You shall have it.
Personals for the blood price.
Blood price.
You will all die.
Range
at
to
my
X,
feet.
melee to blue.
Fatal finesse.
Range to Lust.
Shattering pain.
Back. Range to green, melee to star. Soak. Cool. Range, we need to get back to star after this knockback. Bait at star. Bait at star.
Sinister reflection.
Move. Ranged seeds go all the way to green. Range to move along the Ravage, so you would take the boss to green here. Mark. And range would have gone where you guys were standing. Okay.
Your rebellion
What?
is at an end.
No. I said range seeds go to green. If you have any knockback immunity or something, I don't know. Are you running the fleshcraft thing?
No.
Well, the range have two
I
seeds.
have no idea. Real quick. So that was the first time I've had the melee drop. Am I supposed to drop it? Where do I drop it there? Before the
one?
bait.
The bait before the bait, it's to
Yeah.
star.
Okay, I dropped the melee one in star.
No, you dropped it at orange. If you had the melee one.
No,
there.
I dropped it at orange, but I should have dropped it at star.
Yes,
right?
correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yes. And you don't actually at the start. You don't actually have to tank Sire on orange. Just be like on the orange side of him, so you get knocked. Don't get knocked into the ranged, basically. But you don't actually have to like move him all the way to star. Does that make sense? For the tanks.
Orange, yeah.
Yeah, you just don't need to actually go into.
Yeah, no, it's just so we don't get thrown into range.
Yeah. I was just saying because the boss like moved a little bit, so it was like weird. Yes, correct. Okay, that was a pretty good phase 2. We only lost a couple people to the massacres, I think. Carnage. Outlet fell off. Okay. So we only lost 2 people all the way up till phase 3, just both from falling, I think so. I don't know, it's weirdness. Yeah, if you death advance, you don't get pulled. Just be careful on that also, Lintha. I don't know if that's what happened, but
Ready.
yeah. I'm not sure.
We only have like a 5-yard range for hitting him there.
Let your
Burden of
penance
sin.
begin.
Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin.
Sorry.
Night hunter. Blood price.
Your humans amassed a debt
It's
you
an
cannot
interesting
pay.
game mechanic.
Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night hunter.
Remonia,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin. Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night hunter.
I went in the back.
Blood price.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Pain
Cleansing pain.
cleanses the soul.
Ravage.
Rid my castle of these pests.
I'll carve them into itty pieces.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Witness the power bestowed
900.
Feel the fury.
Oh, one up in the back.
Blood price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain cleanses the soul.
March of the
time.
Good job.
Your place, mortals. Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you
Burden
a
of sin.
merciful end.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me. You will perish
Hand of
together.
destruction. Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
Command.
Remonia,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Shadows consume
Hand of
you.
destruction.
Impales first.
Crimson
Devoted
Kabbalist.
apostles, handle this.
Remember milk into Atheros damage here.
Impale. Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Triangle.
Watch your feet.
Command
Remonia,
Crescendo. Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Alas.
Racking
Watch your
pain.
feet.
Crescendo.
Shadows
Okay, that you.
Hand of destruction. Wrangler.
Impales first. Can take now.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
One move boss.
Crimson
Cabal,
Kabbalist.
feast upon these meddlers.
Watch your feet.
Racking
I
pain.
will cut you down.
Command.
Remonia,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Feet. Feet. Getting gripped.
Shadows consume.
Random
Scream for
destruction.
me.
Impales here.
Impale. Carnage. Wrangler. Racking
I
pain.
will cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Crescendo. Command.
Remonia,
Massacre.
carve screams from their flesh. I
Racking
will
pain.
cut you down.
Watch your feet. Getting gripped here.
You will perish
Hand of
together.
destruction.
Run
Wrangler.
through. Melee stay by the mirror. We're killing last ad. Watch your feet. There you go.
Have been a patient host. I showed restraint, even courtesy. Yet you continue to provoke my wrath. Very
Shattering pain.
You shall have it.
Personals for the blood price.
Blood price.
You will all die at my
Range
feet.
to X, melee to blue.
Fatal finesse.
Range to lust.
Shattering pain.
You are broken.
Range to green, melee to star.
You are broken.
Shattering pain.
Brought to heel. Your rebellion is at an end.
You guys had everybody up for Dusk Hollow, right? Just trying to think of how we can.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
Yeah, I messed up my cooldowns there, so I didn't have
Okay.
Dark Transformation up there. I popped them late on the first head. I think we would have had him like a lot quicker there.
Such strength. It must be mine.
Just start to shattering. Artemis. Go.
Go, shi, san, ni, ich.
You will
Burden
answer
of sin.
for your arrogance.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they
Burden of sin.
Alas, blind courage only triumphs
Blood price.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Confess your sins, lest they
Burden of
consume.
sin. Night Hunter.
Tremonia,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin.
I'll splatter them across your walls.
Pain cleanses the soul.
You can take
Night Hunter. Blood price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter.
One still in the front.
Command.
Tremonia,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
I'll carve them into pieces.
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. Blood price.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Pain
Watch boss
cleanses the
damage.
soul.
Yeah, kill ads first.
Night Hunter.
Watch boss damage.
March of the Tide.
You remembered your place, mortals.
I'm gonna die.
One still needs something.
Crawl to
You
me
have guard.
on your knees,
I need a
Stand
grip.
grip.
and I will grant
Please.
you a
Burden of sin.
merciful end.
Oh. Thank you.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me!
Four people got picked up on it.
Watch your feet.
Racking pain.
Cut you down. Shadows consume
End of
you.
destruction.
Out.
Oh.
Die. Just die.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Were you wrapped?
Massacre.
Or were you just...
From their flesh.
Racking pain.
Your
Did you have rack?
is at an end.
Oh. Rue.
No.
She took 70
couldn't get
or
over.
something. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I was like right next to it.
Okay, I was like, you took 1 billion damage.
The world will be reborn in flames!
5、4、3、2、1。
Your pride
Burden
will
of
be
sin.
your downfall.
Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they
Burden of
consume.
sin. Night Hunter. Command.
Ramonia,
Ravage.
rid my castle of
Ravage.
these pests. Pain
Cleansing pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter.
Do I have one in the back?
Blood Price.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Command.
Ramonia,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin.
Oh, I'll splatter them across your walls.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Vertical ads first.
Night Hunter. March
It
of
is
the
time
Penitent.
you remember your place, mortals. Crawl to me on your knees.
Battle shot for somebody when you get in. Or no, this one's in.
Burden of sin. Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me. You will perish
Hand of
together.
destruction. Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Command. Massacre.
Memoria, carve screams from their flesh.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
Watch your feet.
Crescendo.
You will perish
Hand of
together.
destruction.
Come through. Watch as you're walking through. Impales first.
Crimson
Devoted
Kabbalist.
apostles, handle this filth.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
Watch your feet.
Crescendo.
Memoria,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
Okay.
Hand of destruction.
Pick him up once we come back through. Impales.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Crimson
Cabal,
Kabbalist.
feast upon these meddlers.
Racking
I will
pain.
cut you down.
Command.
Remoria,
Massacre.
carve screams from their flesh.
Your feet. Pick up arc somebody in melee if you can.
Shadows
Random
consume for
destruction.
me.
Through. Impales.
I
Racking
will
pain.
cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Command.
Remoria,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
Watch your feet, then we're getting gripped.
Shadows consume
Hand of
you.
destruction.
Which last Kabbalist? Melee go through.
A patient host. I showed restraint, even courtesy.
Watch your feet.
Yet you continue to provoke my wrath. Very
Shattering
well.
pain.
You shall have it.
Personals.
Blood price.
None will survive.
Range to X, melee to blue. Range to list.
Shattering pain.
Range to green, melee to star. Soak. Next knockback should take you to the bait to star.
Shattering pain.
Bait at star.
Sinister
When the
reflection.
sky, when this room goes black, you move. Move. Yeah. Ranged walk along the ravage. So
Shadow
melee
pain.
needs to go wide there. So melee should have been purple at the end of that, if possible.
Your
We get we're blocked by
rebellion
Remoria.
is at an
Okay.
end.
You should either be at X or purple there at the end. And melee need to. So okay,
Many, many ways.
the way you do the knockback is that so there's two circles, right? Most of the time
For melee to soak, yes.
for melee to soak, yeah. Here's Sire. You soak the close circle first, and then you walk into the second circle, so that Sire's between you. Like the second circle is
And
so that like so that
Denathrace is between the second
yeah,
circle
like
and the
that.
star marker.
So you would walk,
So you
you'd
get
soak the
pulled
first
to it.
one, and then everybody walks to the second one and soak it, and then you get pulled through to star.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I think the way it's been done is just kind of
Um,
people have been splitting and like
take
some people going to
break.
one circle.
Yeah, you
some go
want
the
to
other.
finish the first one first, and
Yeah.
then everybody gets into the second one as the first one is like going
Okay.
away. That
Makes
way
sense.
you ensure that you're getting knocked in the right direction. Miles, are you here? Zoom call.
Yeah, what's up?
Go ahead and get on for after break.
Okay. Does someone have an extra pot for me? Flask. Appreciate it.
Dawn Azeroth is not a medicinal state.
Yeah. Soon.
To tell Miles about, we are stacking melee like more behind the boss, so that he knows.
In phase 1 or?
Yeah, just on the first.
Yeah,
just-
on this
you guys are
first.
stacking a little bit closer to the
Stacking,
ranged.
stacking close to range. I'm just gonna follow Jason and Dimple.
Just follow him. Check your consumables, please. Alright.
Go, she, found, me, each.
Your pride
Burden
will
of
be
sin.
your downfall.
Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain
Cleansing pain.
cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter. Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
exterminate
Ravage.
these vermin.
Oh, I'll splatter them across your walls.
Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
I'll carve them into itty pieces.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter.
Really high one in the back.
Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. March
It
of
is
the
time
Penitent.
you remember your place, mortals. Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you
Burden
a
of sin.
merciful end.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Need backup on 1.
Let me just a second, Joe.
Racking pain.
Cut you
Done.
down. Shadows consume
Wind of
you.
destruction. Impale.
Your defiance is your rebellion is at an end.
You know, I think it'd be cool if they let you pick a tertiary of your choice on your legendary. It'd make them feel like cooler, like more legendary, you know?
Hell yeah.
So every healer could have leech.
Yeah,
I'd pick speed so we could, you know,
Yeah,
if we all pick
leech.
speed, we could be so fast.
Yes, speed all day, every day.
Go. She. Sang. Me. Each.
Your pride
Burden
will
of
be
sin.
your downfall.
Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Knife hunter. Blood price.
Your hubris amassed a
Wow, there's no
debt
shot there,
you
but-
cannot pay.
Okay.
Confess your sin.
His dimple shot it already.
Burden
Okay.
of sin. Knife hunter.
I went in the front. Probably went back in, so check your stacks.
I touched it up.
Ravage.
Exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin.
I believe it was Jason's too. He has 2 stacks.
Right.
Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Knife hunter.
One on the back.
Blood price.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume you.
Knife hunter.
One in the front and one in the back, really high.
Ramonia,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin. them across your walls. Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Knife Hunter. Blood Price.
Is this where I would shout, or are you just gonna call it?
Yeah.
F5. I'm trying to stack on someone here.
I can just freedom you.
Trying to murder Flag. You didn't even get yours off because it bugged. One in the back.
Range folks can need a grip.
Command. Ravage. Ravage. March of the Tentacle.
You remembered your place, mortals. I'll carve them into. Crawl to me on your knees.
Holy fuck.
Surrender.
What's doing with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're actually normal speed. Oh, range poke.
It's fine.
So, Dimble, you're getting this next shout, right?
Yeah, Dimble
Yep.
gets this shout. Yeah.
Alright. Just yeah, just specify.
Racking Pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Racking Pain.
For me.
Crescendo.
Shadows
Hand
consume.
of
Dimble
Destruction.
shout.
Racking Pain.
For me.
Command. Massacre.
Demonia, massacre these whelps.
Pick up range poke.
Racking Pain.
For me. You will perish
Hand of
together.
Watch your
Destruction.
feet. Impales.
Crimson Cabalist.
Never my equal.
Racking Pain.
For me.
Command.
Demonia,
Watch your
Massacre.
feet.
screams from their flesh.
Racking Pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Perish
Hand of
together.
Destruction.
Yo, what happened to that immunity?
Yeah,
Impales?
what?
Yeah, I was
Right? I was lied to.
Racking Pain.
Cut you
Rankle.
down.
Somebody that can get back over, just go tap Duskcaller.
Crimson Cabalist.
Feast upon these meddlers.
Watch your feet.
Racking Pain.
Cut you down.
Command. Massacre.
Demonia, massacre these
Watch.
whelps.
Getting gripped.
You will perish
Hand
together.
of Destruction.
Cut you down.
Impales.
Racking Pain.
Cut you down.
Command.
Carve
Massacre.
screams from their flesh.
Racking
Scream
Pain.
for me.
Watch your feet. We're going through.
Perish
Hand of
together.
Destruction.
There it is.
Finish the close.
Enough. I have been a patient host. I showed restraint.
I guess just try to practice. I don't know. Range kill the balls.
Broke my wrath.
Shattering crescendo.
Watch your feet.
What the heck?
Just
Blood price.
None will survive.
You guys get grouped back over with in case they...
3 of us did.
Brought to heel.
Huh. Probably would have been fine if we had range folk the whole time.
Your rebellion is at an end.
You see, when they say briefly immune, they mean very briefly immune.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, for one server ping, you're
Yeah.
immune.
Looks sick, yeah.
Briefly.
Blink and you miss it. A ripe banana.
Go. Yep. Go.
Go. Shi. San. Ni. Ich.
Your pride will be your downfall. Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Knife Hunter. Blood price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they
Burden of
consume.
sin. Knife Hunter.
I want to go back.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin.
Oh, I'll splatter them across your walls.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Knife Hunter. Blood price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Knife Hunter.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle of
Ravage.
these pests.
I'll carve them into itty-bitty pieces.
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Knife Hunter. Blood price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain
Be a little bit careful about
cleanses
boss
the soul.
damage.
Knife Hunter.
Really high one in the front.
Mark March
It is
of the
time
Penitent.
you remembered your place, mortals. Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you
Burden
a
of sin.
merciful end.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me!
Watch your feet.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Consume
Hand of destruction.
Shut.
Impale. Racking
Scream
pain.
for me!
Command.
Remorian,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps!
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me! Shadows consume
Hand of
you!
destruction.
Watch your feet. Impales.
Crimson
Devoted
Kabbalist.
apostles, handle this filth!
Racking pain.
Cut you down!
Crescendo. Command.
Remorian,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps!
Racking pain.
Cut you down! You will perish
Hand of
together!
destruction.
Wipe.
Impale.
Would never
Racking pain. Hardcore.
Did Gloomville not get
Racking
debuffed?
pain.
Maybe that's why she was so high.
Your rebellion is at an end.
He only died at the end. Gloomville was so healthy. Like I feel like we did nothing. I don't know. Let me look.
I have many lucky doos you like. Good fortune to our friends.
Oh, she did. I don't know. Maybe Fisher just got a bad ramp or something. Fortitude.
Go, shi, san, ni, ich.
Your pride
Burden
will
of
be
sin.
your downfall.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they
Burden of
curse.
sin. Knife hunter. Blood price.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Cleansing pain.
Cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Knife hunter. Ravage.
Exterminate
Ravage.
this vermin. Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Knife Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Pain cleanses the soul.
Knife Hunter. Command.
Remoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
I'll carve them into itty-bitty pieces.
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Knife Hunter. Flood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Knife Hunter.
Remoria,
Ravage.
exterminate
Ravage.
this vermin.
March
It
of
is
the
time
Fist.
you remember your place, mortals. Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a
Burden of sin.
merciful end.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking
Scream
King.
for me.
Watch your feet.
Crescendo. Wrapping Pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Shadows consume.
Hand of Destruction.
Shout.
Impale. Wrapping Pain.
Cut you down.
Command.
Remoria,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Watch your feet.
Crescendo. Wrapping Pain.
Cut you down.
Crescendo.
Running
Hand
through.
of Destruction.
Impales first.
Crimson
Devoted
Kabbalist.
apostles, handle this filth.
Racking
Scream
Pain.
for me.
Crescendo.
Carve
Massacre.
screams from their flesh.
Wrapping Pain.
Cut you
Crescendo.
down. Shadows
Hand
consume
of
you.
Destruction.
Pick up arc in a second. Impales.
Impale. Racking
Scream
Pain.
for me.
Hard Wrangler. Crimson
Cabal,
Kabbalist.
feast
Watch your
upon
feet.
these
Crescendo.
meddlers.
With boss.
Wrapping Pain.
Cut you down.
Watch this racking. It's kind of weird.
Command.
Remoria,
Massacre.
carve screams from their flesh.
Random destruction.
Watch your feet. Impales.
Your defiance is ended.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Watch the racking. Watch your feet.
Crescendo. Command.
Primordial,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet. We're going through.
Transcend destruction.
Finish the last Kabbalist. Melee go through.
I have been
Watch your feet.
Crescendo.
I showed restraint.
Okay, melee's towards orange.
Yet you continue to provoke my wrath. Very well.
Shattering pain.
You shall have it.
Personal.
Blood price.
None will survive.
Range to X, melee to blue.
Brought to heel.
Range lust.
Shattering pain.
Brought to heel.
Range to green, melee to star. Pick up Steve. Alright, we don't have.
Brought to heel.
Rotate. This one is towards the bait, so after this knockback you want to be at star.
Shattering pain.
You are broken.
Baiting here. Practice the movement. As soon as you see the thing go dark, you move. Move. You have an orb, go towards green for ranged. Ranged, move along the ravage.
Shattering pain.
Boss away. So the melee orb, who had the melee orb there?
I did.
Okay.
Your rebellion.
So you wanted to go more along the ravage there.
Oh, closer to the middle?
Yeah, closer to the middle, yeah.
Okay.
Could you show on the graphic you had earlier where that might help?
Hear about this here.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So yeah,
Alright, so
ideally the best possible spot is right where that along that you see that orange arrow. Anywhere along that is okay, but the best spot would be right along the middle, just in like just barely into safety is the best spot for the melee orb. But anywhere kind of around there is fine. I think the melee also needs to just. You guys got to move into the soaks faster. I think you guys are moving to the soaks too slowly.
yeah, I think we just have to say screw boss DPS and soak.
Well, I mean, the boss should move with you guys.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I think me. I'm not sure about what Joey, but I know I need to be moving it faster. I think so.
Yeah, you just gotta. And you can, since the tank never has the orb, like you can start cheating over towards where the drop is going to be. Also.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Go, she, san, ni, ich.
You will
Burden
answer
of sin.
for your arrogance.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they
Burden of
consume.
sin. Night Hunter.
hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they
Burden of
consume.
sin. Night Hunter.
Islands in the back and in the front.
Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
Cleansing pain.
Cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
I'll carve them into pieces.
Cleansing pain.
Cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity
Watch the
will
boss
cost
HP.
you
It's kinda low.
everything.
Just chilling.
Cleansing pain.
Cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Command.
Grimoria,
Ravage.
exterminate
Ravage.
this.
March
It
of
is
the
time
Penitent.
you remembered your place, mortals.
I'll splatter them across the
Crawl to me
walls.
on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you
Burden
a
of sin.
merciful end.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Your feet.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
One again.
You will perish
Hand of
together.
destruction. Racking pain. Command.
Grimoria,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps. You never
Pick up arc.
Racking
scream
pain.
for me.
Yes.
Watch your feet.
Hand of destruction.
Die.
Crimson Kabbalist.
Your rebellion is at an end.
I have many, many wares.
Wouldn't have mattered.
I don't think we had anyone that could be res off the platform. What did you actually die to there, though, Ark?
I think it was double racked.
Back or he got Oh.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it felt like Denathrius wasn't wanting to cooperate, so he racked from the far side, which double racked me. So when I taunted him, he just obliterated me pretty hard. Yeah, Denathrius was just sitting there slow walking along the edge instead of teleporting to the platform like you should have, which is why I got 2x.
Rack City.
Exactly.
Go, shi, san, ni, ich.
Your pride
Burden
will
of
be
sin.
your downfall. Confess your sins, lest they
Burden of
consume.
sin. Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter. Command.
Memoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests. Pain
Cleansing pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. Command.
Memoria,
Ravage.
exterminate this
Ravage.
vermin.
I'll splatter them across your walls.
Cleansing
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume.
Night Hunter. Command.
Memoria,
Ravage.
rid my castle
Ravage.
of these pests.
March
it
of
is
the
time
Penitent.
you remembered your place,
I'll
mortals.
carve them into itty-bitty pieces.
Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you
Burden
a
of sin.
merciful end.
I got burrs on him before he fell. Hell yeah.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking
Scream
Pain.
for me.
Watch your feet.
Racking
Scream
Pain.
for me. You will perish
Hand of
together.
Destruction. Racking
Scream
Pain.
for me.
Command.
Grimorion, massacre these whelps.
Okay.
Scream for me.
Watch as we're getting dragged.
Consume you.
Run through. Impales first.
Devoted apostles, handle this filth. Scream for me.
Milking the damage on Sire. Watch your feet.
Memoria, carve screams from their flesh.
Watch your feet.
Cut you down.
Just stand whenever you're safe. Oh.
Shadows consume you.
Destruction. Rancor.
Impales.
Racking pain.
For me.
Just die.
Racking pain.
What happened? Did you guys both get massacred?
I got massacred, yeah.
Yeah, massacre. It was fucking crazy, that one.
Your defiance is ended.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Okay, let's do one more pull. Also ranged after the impales are chosen, if you want to go close to the middle, like away from the mirror, just to give the melee more room to work with on massacre. Just don't forget about that. You can keep that to yourself, Ark.
Whoa.
Let your
Burden of sin.
Transformation effect. Whoa, run out.
Burden of sin.
Sorry.
What'd my mic ever do to you, Endalon?
Made static rustling noises for 3 hours. That's what it did. I'll show you exactly where it did it too.
Is it still doing that?
Yeah, it does that every so often, but it's been
Just like
yeah.
every occasional.
When you're not server muted, yes.
Okay, well, that's okay. I ordered a new one mid-raid because I was like, fuck all this.
Christmas has come early.
Would you take that or a random piano?
Big.
Go. She. Sang. Ni. Ich.
Your pride will be your downfall. Pain cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter. Blood price.
Your humanity will cost you everything. Pain cleanses the soul.
Burden of sin. Night Hunter.
That one in the back.
Command.
Grimonia,
Ravage.
exterminate
Ravage.
this vermin.
I'll splatter them across your walls.
Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Cleansing
Pain
pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. Command.
Grimonia,
Ravage.
rid my castle of
Ravage.
these pests.
I'll carve them into tiny pieces.
Confess
pain.
your sins, lest they consume you.
Night Hunter. Blood Price.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Pain
Cleansing pain.
cleanses the soul.
Night Hunter. March
It
of
is
the
time
Penitent.
you remembered your place, mortals. Crawl to me on your knees.
Rope needs a grip.
Surrender, and I will
I got
grant
you.
you
Burden
a
of sin.
merciful end.
I don't.
Crimson
Servants,
Kabbalist.
remove this refuse from my sight.
Racking
I
pain.
cut you down.
Feet.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
Watch your
Crescendo.
feet.
Shadows consume
Hand of
you.
Shout.
destruction. Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Command.
Grimonia,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Watch your feet.
Shadows consume
Hand of
you.
destruction.
Run through. Impales.
Crimson
Your
Kabbalist.
defiance is ended.
Racking
Scream
pain.
for me.
Watch your feet.
Grimonia,
Massacre.
carve screams from their flesh.
Racking
I
pain.
cut you down. Shadows
Feet.
consume
Hand of
you.
destruction. Racking pain.
Cut you down.
Crimson
Come on.
Kabbalist.
Feast upon these meddlers.
Watch your feet.
Racking pain.
Cut you
Watch your feet.
Command.
Grimonia,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps. You will perish.
Random
Scream for
destruction.
me.
Run through. Watch your feet when you run through. Impales. Miles shout here. Watch the rack.
Scream for me.
Watch your feet.
Grimonia,
Massacre.
massacre these whelps.
Rack and
Scream
pin.
for me.
Watch your feet. Stars now. Getting gripped.
You will perish
Hand of
together.
destruction.
Finish last balls. Melee get ready to run through. Move.
I have been a patient host. I showed
Melee's
restraint.
towards orange. Range on purple.
Courtesy. Yet you continue to provoke my wrath. Very
Shattering
well.
pain.
You shall have it.
Offensives.
Blood price.
None will survive.
Range to X. Melee to blue. Plus.
Shattering pain.
Range to green. Melee to star. Okay. This one takes you to your to the bait at star.
Shattering pain.
Be at star for the bait.
Sinister reflection.
Everlasting.
Move. If you have an orb, go all the way to the green. Yeah. Range walk along the Ravage.
Shattering pain.
Hellstone after this knockback. This is blood price. Melee. Oh, shout.
To heal.
Blood price.
None will survive.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
soaks got cut
massacre.
off. The soaks
Yeah,
got cut off
massacre
by
blocked
Massacre.
us super hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shattering
Other
pain.
than that,
If
not
you,
bad.
yeah.
Is that an
If we all ran there, I think we would have been fine.
Yeah, you just all gotta. As soon as that front soak is gone, you just all gotta go. That like, the massacre seeds can't be placed very well just because of the massacre. Like sometimes fucks people. So just on those, you just have to do your best to like get there and get into the thing. On that one, well, we died to the seeds, but on that one. Also, the melee seed, the closer it can be to the middle, the better for the ranged, because the ranged otherwise have to walk a long way to get back to their soak. After that knockback was going to be the second blood price, so that would have been shout, and then after the blood price ends, it would have been the melee lust, just for so you guys know for cooldowns. Do you guys think it would be helpful to people to you guys if like I like just found like a video and like recorded like essentially like what I would say over like what they were doing? Do you think that would be helpful to you guys for the last phase?
That would
Just for
help me
phase
now.
3.
I mean, I would like that.
Okay, I'll see if I can just find a POV like melee ranged and tank POV and just
That last one, I got a good feel for what we had going on there, but
Yeah.
after that point, yeah, I know I've watched the video that was linked before in
yeah.
Nathria, but
I feel like it's a little bit hard because that one doesn't actually have like gameplay, so you can't see the actual positioning. So
Yeah.
alright, I'll see if I can find.
Yeah, I mean that would help
POV.
me. I know. I don't know about anybody else,
Okay. Some pretty good stuff. Honestly, we like know we can get through P2 if we all like have like a good pull. So like now like really what we're learning is P3. Like the P2 like eventually we'll just get like a good pull, and I think like the damage will be fine if we get like a proper pull where nobody dies. Like I think the damage on Sire will be fine. So
I also wanted to ask about my cooldowns just a tiny bit, because
yeah.
The so I can hold my second set in phase 1, which is fine, because we're pushing too quickly anyway. So I was doing that, but like there's been times where we kill Gloomvale without my cooldowns. Like it's possible.
I
it
understand,
happens.
but I don't.
I can
mean-
get 2 sets on Sire is the thing, whereas if I
you?
don't, then I get I can CD as soon as we drop down, and I can get another Dark Soul. I don't get another Dark Lair, but I can get another Dark Soul. So
I
can
don't
get 2
think
sets of
that's
CDs
worth it
into
though,
Sire.
because that's too. But then you lose a set in.
I still get the lust.
I mean.
If I can keep doing the same thing. But if we have like a few of those, like if we start getting pulls where everyone's alive and we're still behind on Sire damage, then it's an option.
You're saying if you 3-minute on Gloom on whatever
On Sire, like as soon as we get
Evershade
down.
Sire.
I would be hitting like Sire and Remornia.
I don't. Can you get a second set of? You would get a second
I would get a second Dark Soul.
Dark Soul at 5 on the move Kabbalists, and then
It should be up for the latter half of the lust, which is enough. But the main difference is that I'm putting at least some.
I mean, would
cooldowns
it be
into Sire,
worth it for you to
whereas-
desync your CDs? I don't know, like.
Oh yeah, I can do that. That's
No, I
fine.
mean, like, you could 2-minute Sire when you fall down, 3-minute Gloomvale, then 2-minute, and then have both for the lust.
The problem with that is that I don't have Soul Rot for Gloomvale. Like I don't have Phantom Singularity or Soul Rot for Gloomvale if I do that.
Okay.
I think if we get to Gloomvale clean, we'll hit the damage. Like we have enough damage every time. But it's just a matter of getting there cleanly and not having anyone drop, which is the risk. Again, I'm
I'll
fine
think
either
about
way.
it. I just think it's more consistent right now
Yep.
for you to kill Gloomvale, but
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like if we just keep doing that for now, if it gets to the point where we need that extra Sire damage, the difference is that instead, like right now, I'm getting no cooldowns on Sire in P2, whereas if we did this, I'd be getting one, at least 2, like at least 1, maybe 2. So
Yeah,
it would be
just
a
like
lot more.
monks.
It'd be a lot more damage. But yeah, that's all.
Anna just randomly poofed on Dimble and I. So rude.
You served me.
We were having a jam session. She just was like, "Cool, bye."
No, I said big.
Oh, excuse me, not cool. Big, bye. Just poof, away she goes. It was a good dance session. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was good. I was following you, and I was waiting till you noticed.
Were you? I didn't. I was just running around chatting, and then I saw Dimble, and I was like, "Dimble! Oh my god!"
I was by Dimble, but he was clearly tabbed out or not paying attention. And then I saw you, so then I started following you.
I didn't notice until Dimple targeted you, and then I was like, "Wait, Hannah's here too." This grade is fantastic. I love it.